In this quick overview of Server Manager, I want to quickly walk over some of the key capabilities. So for people familiar with Windows Server 2008 R2, this is what you had. You have the Server Manager screen, and its focus was around the roles and features of a server. It brought the functionality to you. But I can only manage one server at a time. I can connect to another computer, but when I connect to another machine, I disconnect from this one. So we roll forward to Windows Server 2012, and we have this completely redesigned Server Manager. It's managing multiple servers simultaneously, so I can see all the servers I've added here. And the first thing I see is this dashboard view. So it's enumerating what roles and features are installed on these servers, and I can see all that down here, and it's giving me an overall health of them. For example, I can see for DNS, I've got best practice analyzer problems, and okay, I've just got the ordering wrong. I can see I've got 6 services not running spread over a number of different machines, but I can fix those. I could do Control A, right click, and I could just start all of them. I can zoom in and zoom out. And essentially what I'm doing here is I can just add additional servers. I can add more servers that I want to manage. And that remote management is turned on by default for Windows Server 2012. And even if that remote server is Server Core, I can still manage it remotely from Server Manager. Now, one thing to notice here, I am actually managing a Windows Server 2008 R2 box. And this is enabled by all really you have to do is download and install Windows Management Framework 3.0 on those Windows 2008, Windows 2008 R2 boxes. Make sure remote management is enabled, and I can then add those servers into the 2012 version Server Manager. So this isn't just for Windows Server 2012. Like I said, it creates these groups of servers for you automatically. It detects what roles are installed and shows me which ones are domain controllers, which ones are Hyper-V servers, who's got IIS installed. But I can create my own arbitrary groups. So I've got a test servers group down here. And this is done just through the manage, create server group, give it a name, and then I add the servers that I want to be part of that server group. Now, one difference between Server Manager running on a Windows 8 client, which is what you're seeing here, and Server Manager actually running on a Windows 2012 box is this, local server. So local server allows me to do really those things you generally do once at the start when I install the box. So I can set its computer name, the domain, control the firewall, NIC teaming management. This I can do remotely as well. Set Windows update time, standard stuff. Now if I jump back to my remote view, and let's say I look at my all servers, I get information about these boxes. I can see events on them, services running, best practice analyzer results, performance information, and so on. But I can also, let's take my Hyper-V box, I could right click and say, hey, I want to configure NIC teaming. I want to run Computer Manager for this box. I want to do an RDP connection, PowerShell. So I can still do a lot of these features remotely as well. So now it's brought up the NIC teaming screen for that remote server. So I'm not losing functionality here. I can add and remove roles and features to remote boxes. Now I can't do this to a 2008 or 2008 R2 box, but it's going to show me all my 2012 servers. I can select one and then select the roles or features I want to add, or if I've done the remove. Also, you can do this select a virtual hard drive to actually offline modify a VHD. Now I can only add or remove roles from one server at a time. I can't select 10 boxes and say, hey, install IIS on all of those. If you wanted to do that, you're really going to be looking at PowerShell. We can see some of my configurations actually done through Server Manager. So file and storage services, I can see all my servers. I can see the volumes across all those different servers. I can do configurations of things like data deduplication. Is all exposed through here. I can say, hey, configure my data dedupe when I want it to run, advanced schedules, all through Server Manager. I can manage my storage spaces. I can create my iSCSI targets, NFS shares, SMB shares. IPAM is managed through here. RDS is managed through here. So it's not just hey, I need to go and manage this single server or install a role or feature, it's actually let me do the full management for some of the roles. Now the actual back-end configuration for this, if you were looking to maybe move it between servers, it's under my app data. So if I actually go and look around, this is it. This is my server manager configuration. So if I go and look at this, you'll actually see in here all the servers I'm managing. You can see that arbitrary group of servers I created. So if you want to move your server manager config around, you're going to take this file and just put it into the profile of whichever account or machine you wish to use it on. Now to enable this from Windows 8, you're just going to install remote server administration tools. You should go and download them, install it. Once you've installed it, you would then go to Control Panel, Programs and Features, turn on Features, and then you're going to see the RSAT. There we go, Remote Server Administration Tools, and you just enable the ones you want available. And that's it. I mean, that's obviously a really, really fast, really quick overview, but that gives you an idea of just exactly what we can do with Server Manager. And it really is a huge leap from what we had in the past. If you think now just the sheer scale of what I can accomplish, the information that's exposed, I mean, really all those best practice analyzer results. I can actually get alerts if performance, memory drops below a certain amount or CPU is above a certain amount. So it's a lot more interactive. And I really think this dashboard is just a great overview of what you've got going on in your environment. So this concludes that really quick high-level overview of Server Manager.